So you like to wear artificial nails, but after a little while you have to take them off. They chip and they crack, and then they begin to grow out and show space at your cuticle. They're always so stuck on. How do you get them off easily? Well, stick around with this episode of Stacy Links Presents. I'm going to show you several methods to remove your artificial nails. I'll be right back. Welcome to my channel. I'm Stacy, and in this episode I'm going to talk to you about methods for removing your artificial nails easily and safely. When you do your nails, the glue is so hard that it binds to your nails really strongly. In most cases, your nails don't come off very easily. Now, after prolonged wear, the glue does tend to start to wear off on its own, but if you have to remove your nails and the glue is not releasing, there are several methods you can try. So before I get into them, what I'd like to get you to do, if you're a transgender person and you're interested in fashion, makeup, and jewelry, make sure you go down below in this video and hit that subscribe button. Besides fashion, makeup, and jewelry tips, I'm doing product reviews for products you would likely be interested in, as well as doing advocacy for the LGBT community and documenting my transition as a single parent. Also, be sure you're following me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and on TikTok. So make sure to check the description below in this video for all my social media links. Alright, so I have a few things in front of me here. You can't see, they're below the camera, but I will start showing you in a minute here. So, in a case where your nails are beginning to start coming off on their own, there is a method that you can use to try to take them off. Now, this little tool here, you can see it's got this tapered end here, and then this pointed end here. Now, this pointed end can be used to try to separate your cuticle from the artificial nail. Now, I'm not wearing any artificial nails right now. However, I can still do somewhat of a demonstration. This end is sharp, so you got to be very careful with it. And then this end being the tapered end, what you would do with this is you could slide it underneath your nail this way and kind of twist it and pry it off that way. Now, sometimes they come off easy, sometimes they don't. If they don't come off easy, they can cause damage to the nail bed. So you need to be careful when doing this kind of a method. However, this tool will come in handy with a number of the other methods that I will talk about here. Another method that I want to mention here, I don't have the product for anymore. I did try. It's a type of nail removing tool that contains acetone nail polish remover. It has a chisel tip that's supposed to allow you to get underneath the nail here, and then you squirt the acetone underneath. And what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to help release the glue, and then you use the included chisel tip to kind of pry it off the same way you would do this with this one. And now, like I said, I've tried that product and I didn't think it worked very well, to be honest, because really all it did is it just caused my nails to soften around in this area and just made it more difficult to get them off. So the next recommended method that a lot of people will try is soaking your nails in acetone nail polish remover. So you get a standard bottle of acetone nail polish remover, and then get a ceramic bowl or a ramekin like this, and what you do is you put the nail polish remover in there, and then you just soak your nails in there for about 15 or 20 minutes, and that should help to soften the nails enough and get underneath to release the glue. And then again, you can take this tool and your nail file to get them off. The only thing about this is your hands will be detained in the bowl full of acetone for that 15-minute duration. So if you're not needing to do anything for that time, this is an easy enough solution to just dip your fingers in there. But it can be also really, really messy, because then you'll get acetone everywhere, and you can't reuse the acetone after it's been contaminated like that, you have to dump it out. The benefit of doing it this way is that you can be guaranteed to have them fully covered and coated, and then you can just dip them back in there anytime you have to get them more soaked or whatever, to soften them more if they haven't soaked enough of the solution. Now, one last method I'm going to show you here, and this one I can kind of demonstrate as well. This is a product you can get at Walmart. It's made by Kiss, the company that makes artificial nails. These are specifically designed as nail removal devices. Now they come with these tips. These are silicone tips, and they have small size for your fingers and large sizes for your thumbs. And then they come with these sponge pads, a bunch of these. So then what you'll do, we'll kind of take off the same method as the last one. We'll take the ramekin with the nail polish remover, and we'll put these, a bunch of these, into the ramekin, however many you need. And then you pour your nail polish solution over that. And one thing about this is it reduces the amount of nail polish remover that you need to use in the bowl itself, because you only need as much to soak the pads. Once the pads are nice and wet with the acetone, you will take one, and if your nails are still long, you'll want to cut them down short. So then you'll take them and wrap them around your nail like this, and then take this, slide it over top like this. And now you have to keep in mind that while doing this, if I was doing this wet at this angle, I would have a gush of nail polish remover going down my hand. So you want to maybe try to keep it over the bowl. So just like before with the acetone soak, you want to keep these on for at least 15 or 20 minutes in order to help the acetone soak into the nails. And now the plastic nails and gel nails are the most reactive, so they will soften up usually fairly quick. Acrylic nails, not so much. With acrylic nails, you just want to get underneath. Good thing about these is if you have to reuse them and you haven't torn them, you can just throw them back into the acetone, get them wet again, and then just repeat the process. So as I said, the large ones are for your thumbs, and then the other ones are for your fingers. So if you were to use them all on one hand, this is how it would look. And now, one benefit of using these is that you can still use your hands to a certain extent for certain things, right? As long as they're not coated in acetone. But even this way, your hands are still free to do whatever. Now, once again, as I mentioned before, it can also still be messy like the previous method, where you will get acetone coming out of the pads and will trickle down your hands. So it's always a good idea to keep some sort of towels or tissues or paper towel or whatever just to soak up the acetone. And then after you've softened up your nails, again, you can take this tool and do exactly the same as before and try to pry them off, and then take your nail file and file them up there, because sometimes they will leave some glue behind. So you'll want to take your emery board and you'll want to try to file that off of there, especially if you're going to be putting new nails on. You want to clean up that nail bed and make sure that there's no residual glue left before you put on new glue, otherwise it's not going to stick properly. So just to keep that in mind. So, but whatever method you try, it is not an easy process. Sometimes a lot of people will like to go to a nail salon and get them to remove them, but that can be pretty expensive as well. So doing it yourself is definitely cheaper and more convenient, I think. And the methods are pretty much the same anyways, so I would just do it at home. Then I don't have to go anywhere, don't have to worry about my daughter. So thanks for watching my video. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button down below and drop me a comment. Tell me which method you would do. And if you have any other suggestions for nail removal, make sure you drop a comment and let me know. And stay tuned for my next episode, and I'll see you then. Bye!